welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited about this project, and I know that you've probably seen these done 1,000 times before, but my point to do a craft fair is not just to have a table with paper goods and things that I made. I love bringing different elements, different craft items that I can create, because I do create a lot of craft items. So that way my booth is inviting. I have all of these different gifts idea, and I'm not just carrying the one specific item. So I know that you've seen these before. Excuse my reach. So today I went to my little Overlook treasure shop in Leavenworth, Kansas. I actually was driving and I saw in the window she had all of these mason jars. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them in different colors. Super easy. I went ahead and took the price tag off, and I made sure that all of my glass were clear, and you know, there's no water smudge in them. And what I did is I wanted to make some for fall time. So I was looking for Waverly pumpkin orange, but they didn't have it. I don't know if, I know that I've heard rumors about Walmart not carrying them anymore. My store had a lot of the Waverly different colors, but not the pumpkin orange, which is what I wanted. So I went ahead and bought this one. It's indoor gloss pumpkin orange, and I just wanted to go ahead and paint these up. And I purchased these chubby paint brushes. I have different paint brushes, but I just thought I'm gonna try these. They look fun because they're colorful, and I just thought, why not? So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you, you know, make sure that you shake up your paint first, and I'm gonna show you basically how I'm gonna paint a few of these, and I'm gonna show you the end result when I'm done. So after I wash them, I make sure that I dry the inside of the jars, because you don't want it to be soaking wet in there either. And again, I take my towel and I make sure that I dry the outside. And then simply take, you can put some on, ooh, that's a beautiful orange color. I'm just gonna go ahead and set some here on my little cardboard close to where I'm working, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start painting. I'm pretty sure this will need about 2 coats of paint, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with 2 coats. I don't know if you can see this pattern right here, but I have the same 3 jars because I'm going to do a little grouping of all 3 of these together. I should have put it upside down before, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and continue painting these. So I've given the jar their first coat. I'm doing 2 sets of 3, I believe, in this case. So I'm going to let it dry and then give it a second coat. So for the jars, they came out really cute. However, I purchased the gloss something barrel paint. Oops, opened up. And then I went back and I purchased the matted finish, so I wouldn't have that big shimmer on there. Both of them together look really good. Now I took Waverly wax and I put it on top of one already, but I forgot to sand this down. So now I'm just going to take 80 grit, and I'm just going to go ahead and sand my jars down a little bit here and there. And go ahead and use the Waverly wax and just do all of them so it gives it a seal. One of my jars today, when I was painting it with the other paint, the paint all came off. It was coming off. That's the only one of those jars did that. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. So now I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of this on here, let them dry, and then I will show you what the next step is. These are super simple, and like I said, they're so sellable, it's unreal. So I have three orange for one set and then 2 for the other, so 5 jars. So there'll be a group of 3 and a group of 2. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I really found the white matte finish in Waverly, and it's chalk paint. So I want to see the difference between the two paints. I could have bought red and yellow would have made orange, but I wasn't sure. So now I'm going to go ahead. I already had invested in this paint, so I'm going to go ahead and use this Waverly chalk paint on the white jars and see if the coverage is different. So that's Waverly paint. Let me go ahead and try this. Yeah, I see a huge difference already in the paint. I did about 3 coats. I did 2 of the what was it called again? I did 2 of the gloss paint and only 1, so that was 3 coats of paint plus the white wax, and this is going on so much better. So I'm going to paint these jars, and the same thing, you just get your brush, you want to do the top part. I just put my hand in it, do the top part, and then do around and then bring it down. And then of course with all your layers, it'll come out beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these and then show you the results. So making some progress. I have all of my 5 white jars and all of my orange jars. The orange jars are already been waxed. They're in the process of drying right now, and this is my first coat on my white ones. Waverly paint surely wins the coverage of these jars for sure compared to the stuff that I bought. So today we're going to finish off our jars finally. So this is what you're going to need. You can decorate these any way you want to, but I found these little pumpkins at my Dollar Tree. You get I don't know if there's 2 packs there, but you get orange ones and you get the white checker buffalo print. And then during the holidays I found these lights. I don't even remember where. They're string lights. They actually come with a pack of 3 batteries for each. There's 4 of them, and they come like this, and they have all kinds of. So after taking this into consideration, that I will actually put these in the battery pack will not fit inside of the small ones, but they will fit in the large mount ones. So for the large ones, I'm actually going to put lights in there, and those are going to be the ones that I sell single jar. And unfortunately, I only have 2 of the orange ones, and I have 3 of the white ones. So I think I'm going to do some individual jars. So let's just go ahead and finish this project, and then I'm going to put these in my booth to sell individually. That way I'll have, and then I'll just get different lights for the other ones. Maybe just a tea light or something. So, or a little flower arrangement at the top. So, you know, this jute twine, you can find it at Walmart. You can find it at your Dollar Tree store. Sorry about the plastic. That drives me nuts. But, you're just going to take some of this rope. And what I like to do is just go around. So, I'll save a long string for a bow. And I'll just go around the top of it. Gotta wear my glasses. And I'm doing stuff backwards again. So, okay. I want to make sure it's super tight here. You don't want to put too much twine. I'm not talking the whole thing, but you just want to make it look so it looks super nice. Just go with your twine. Just twine it all up. I think that looks good. And then with a pair of scissors, just going to cut enough to make a bow. Okay, so you want to find, I have it where the writing is, so you're going to make a bow, with a bow. Okay, now when you cut these, just cut them straight, but then this is where you're going to do your little, I need an orange one. So all I'm going to do is glue some glue behind there, and then just do another tie so these are hanging right in front of the jar. Just like this. I need a height here. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. So what you do is you just take some string, and you're going to take your hot glue gun. You can do 1 or 2, that's up to you. I want to use 2. And make sure that you don't burn your fingers with these hot glue guns. And then you can prep these in advance, and all you do, let me show you, just do a little dab of glue, and then you can just let it sit, and then you could tie up your other ones and then do the same thing. But let me just show you what it looked like once you put your lights in here. Super cute. So these are super long. This is what I have on hand right now, and I decided, you know what, I've had them since December of last year after the holidays. I'm going to charge a little bit more because of the lights in these. Because they usually sell it for $4 a piece. Just a string of lights. So you're just going to hang your lights in there. Watch this, you guys. Actually, look how it looks like fireflies. You can change the pattern. You can just do slower. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drop this in here like so. You can't even see it. So there's that. Look how sweet that is. So I'm going to do $9.95 for the ones with the lights in them. That will give me a heart attack. Let's go. That better. Yeah, kind of fast. That's pretty. It looks like fire. And then you're just gonna let this dry. You can even stick them to the jar if you want to, but I just want to tie it to the. It's kind of a big pumpkin, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tie it to the string, and you'll see here. I just want to make sure that it's dry enough and it's not going to come off. So, so you can actually redo your bow if you want to. You can tie a knot right here. Okay, that plane didn't work. Turn around. There he goes. And then you can use these strings to tie a double bow. It's kind of what I wanted to do, but alright. Look how cute these are. If I don't put a light on it, I'll go $6.95. I mean even with a tea light, but with the expensive lights like that, I'm gonna go $9.95. So that is the orange one. let me show you. I'm sure there's nothing in there. So this is where my writing is, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to take some twine. I'm just going to go around here. I know that these have been made a long time, but imagine a bunch of these in your boot when you're doing a sale and you have all of these light up. I mean, it's colorful, it's inviting. I don't know. I love doing paper craft, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying it's wrong to just, but like if you sell soap, or if you sell cards, or if you sell anything, a little bit of this and that in your boot attracts people, and I think having like some light will just bring them even closer. Yes, they're easy to make, however, not everybody wants to sit there and make the jars. So this way, this gives you the opportunity to sell it to them. Plus, it gives you another item to sell in your boot. And if you don't sell them, you can give them as gifts. How about that? You can give them as a gift. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the string on the white pumpkin while we're doing this, so it'll dry. So yeah, I think they're coming out really nice. So now I'm going to do the lights with this pack, and this one is and this is with the battery packs. So these are super easy to install. I believe they sell these little lights also at your Dollar Tree. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on lights, but you want to do these, you know, go to your Dollar Tree. They have some cute ones for fall time, but I wanted this to be in my boot. I might bring a couple to my craft fair, and now I'm to the point that I'm putting most of the stuff that I'm making in my boot. So I'm wondering if I really even want to attend this craft sale, especially with, you know, COVID cases going back up a little bit. So I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm already paying a monthly fee for my boot. So I'm kind of like thinking, do I want to go and do a craft fair, or do I really want to just put these items in my boot and sell them there? I still got to decide what I want to do. Either way, I still need merchandise. So these are super easy to open. You just open these two compartments here at the thing. Open your batteries up. Set them inside, and they're, you know, self-explanatory on the boxes. And then put them inside of your jar. Let me do that right here. Okay, and then you just close it back up. And then I'm going to put the lights, I'm going to turn it on. And this is just on. Even in the white one, it looks really nice. You can't really tell as much. There it goes. Now you can see it. So, let me shut the light for you. Look how nice that looks. Inviting, saying, hey, come over here and look at me. I am for sale. So, the next thing that you do is you go ahead and tie your pumpkin on your jar. I did it again. I'm dropping it.
What?
And tie your bow, and there you have it. Some new items to sell at your craft fair, at your vintage boot, wherever you want to. fighting it is to set up something like this at your booth and to sell these great painted mason jar. So for the next jars, I decided to use just a regular tea light. I purchased these on Amazon, and I'm just going to go ahead and drop it into the jar. You can see a glow. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a glow to it, even on the white one. And then I purchased this jute cord. This is a little bit bigger than the stuff that we buy at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to make these super simple, and I'm going to sell these for $6.95 each. Unlike the other one, they have the expensive light in there with all of the different settings. So this one is just a plain little tea light. I think this one is on a timer. I do not remember. I'm going to have to go check, and I will link the link to which of those tea lights I purchased at Amazon at the bottom. So again, super simple to do. Remove my camera a little bit here so you can kind of see. Kind of lost my... I'm just gonna lift it up so you can kind of see where to go. Okay, so here's that jar right there, and I'm gonna use this cord. It's actually bigger, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna wrap it around. I think it's too much cord. I'm just gonna wrap it around once, I think, and I'm gonna tie a bow. Let's see. Yes. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tie I love the simplicity of this, but hold on, can't leave it that way. Like I said, I just cannot leave them just like that. So y'all know about these little pumpkins at your Dollar Tree. I was thinking if I would grab one of those and just add that to the top, or if you feel that it's too big, I mean, you can always tie it to the and let it hang, but I feel it's too big. So I also have some greenery. You can find this at your Dollar Tree, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They all have these greeneries there, and just simply add oh my, it is not working today. There we go. So I'm going to make my knot tighter. So like I said, I just can't leave this the way it is. I'm actually going to hot glue some fall leaf to the string. So what you do is you just take your string and you just add a little hot glue to your string or your leaf. Just be careful not to burn your fingers. Like that. And you're just going to take your leaf and just make sure that it goes on the stem. So you have a little leaf hanging from there. You can put another one if you want to, but I think it would be quite a bit. Let's just see if I would do a different color. You know, us YouTubers, sometimes we have ideas and we think, okay, we're going to go there, and then once we start making it, we kind of change our minds as we go along, but that's okay, because that just gives you plenty of ideas to go from. I was thinking about gluing it right there, and I think that's pretty as well. So I'm going to go ahead and remove some more of the stem all the way to where, and they also sell the leaves without the stems, you know, just the ones in the bag. So you can use those. And I'm just going to add a little dab of glue to my leaf, and I am going to place it right here. And there you have it. Just something very simple to add to these jars for $6.95. This is all up to you. You can decorate this as you want to. My son said even a pumpkin face on the jars if you want to. Anything that you want to do, you can add to these jars. I think they're coming out really cute. Let's do the white one. So on the white one, I'm going to go ahead and grab this rope again. Maybe this time I have some loops going down more. So I'm going to go around once and I'm going to go around twice this time. I love how the ribbon curls. Let's just turn out different. The writing's right there. Now on this case, I can, if you want to add one of those orange pumpkins, you can. You can do the same thing with the tea light. But I wanted something different, a little less expensive than the $9.95 lantern. It's almost like a lantern. And in this case, I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'm just going to put one leaf this time. This on this side, this color, and the smaller one. Oh. And if you want to, you can add a pumpkin to that. That is entirely up to you. I just felt like this pumpkin was a little bit big for this. See, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So, just a couple of leaves on these, and they are coming out so cute. And again, something different to bring to your booth. I love bringing my paper crafts, but like I said before, I really like bringing different things. It could be made of wood, it could be anything. So I hope that you are liking these different ideas. The next idea are going to be, my next craft idea are small fall floral arrangement in different ways. There's a little surprise in there for you. You will see how I turn one item that is totally not meant for decor into a door hanger. So I hope that you will stay tuned for that next video coming up pretty soon. So there it is, the second one. I really like the colors on that. So I'm going to finish this off and then I'll show you all of them done together. This idea of something different to bring to your craft fair. I'm not saying make 25 of these, I'm just saying make a few just to have some color, some blinking lights, and just to attract the shopper's eye. And stay tuned for the next idea for Craft Fair Series 2021. I hope that you enjoy these jars.